We got a 1973 Pinto station wagon 4x4. What the hell is that, you say? Stay tuned and we'll show you. We got a 1970 AMC Hornet, because you know I like the American Motors products. We got a 1986 LTD that was so minty that it definitely should have been in the junkyard. And a 1973 Mercedes Benz 280. Let's go to the yard.
Or something you definitely don't see every day. It's a 73 Pinto station wagon set up on some sort of a 4x4 frame, like a custom four-wheel drive frame. Looks like it had like a 302 or something in it. And it's completely camouflaged and ready for all your Mad Max, Apocalypse Weekend, Gambler 500 duties. But somehow it wound up here at the wrecking yard. Check out the frame. You can see the kind of like custom welds and things. Somebody spent some time on this vehicle. It might be sketchy, but it's probably something someone would actually taken and, like I said, use for Gambler 500 or you know, Burning Man or something like that. Coming in here, someone's already grabbed the wheel. It's got an old school cassette deck with equalizer, Sun Pro gauges. You know, dash is all cracked. Someone's already got the front seats out of it. So it looks like it was probably done a long time ago. Maybe somebody gave up on the thing. It's like the guy worked for Lockheed, so it's probably some engineer for Lockheed that threw this thing together. But man, what a cool wagon. I think, you know, I think if this guy had thrown this thing up on Marketplace or on Craigslist or something, it probably would have gotten snagged. This actually might be the rear end out of it. Somebody might have grabbed it and realized that they didn't need it or something. Someone's already got one of the windows out of it. But what an interesting car. And this wasn't even on the website, so I didn't even know this was going to be here until I got here, because I always check, see if they have anything 70s or 60s, and this was really a surprise to see, and something I like to bring you. This is kind of weird stuff I like to bring you here on WTF Is That Doing in the Junkyard. Here's a car that's really sad to see at the wrecking yard. It's a 1970 AMC Hornet. So you know I'm a big fan of the American Motors stuff. And this one is pretty bad. I mean, look, it's got stuff growing on it. But it's definitely something someone could have done something with. It's got the original straight six. I'm guessing it's a 232. I doubt it's a 258 because this one's pretty basic. Although it does have power steering if you look. It is a power steering car. No AC, and it's a manual brake car, so it's somewhat optioned. I guess, you know, they wanted the power steering, they didn't care about the power brakes. Has old bias ply tires, so you know this thing's been sitting for quite some time. Someone's already got the Hornet badges off of it. But I mean, even the sills here, this car was not rusty. The windshield's actually still good. These windshields are actually gettable. Someone's already grabbed the mirror off of it. Still has the door handles, they still work. It's like this seat was reupholstered at one time. Showing 28,000, well, 20 or 58,000, so, but the odometer's all smashed. Some kids might have gotten here and started breaking stuff though when it was parked. AM radio, and wow. Actually, no, it says air, so this actually had air conditioning in it at one time. So this command air. So this was actually an AC car. And so it's got the wheel covers there. Someone's already raided the glove box, see if there's anything good in there. But man, there's another hubcap. They're not the style that works on my car, but maybe I'll snag them if they're not too expensive. But checking this thing out, man. Wow, it's not that bad. It wasn't that bad of a car. Like, honestly, I'm guessing, like I said, someone died and the family just called up either donated it or called the junkyard. But man, I don't know what this is. It's just like it's like an armrest or something. It might not be from this car. The taillights are cracked, so they were cracked. You could probably find those though. I'm sure somebody's got them out there. It's a car that could have been done, or at least could have been like a cool dragster for somebody, you know. These are basically, if you know the Gremlin's basically a shortened version of this car. But body not bad. I said rockers aren't bad. This is the curb side. This is the side that usually gets it the worst, especially on California cars. But it really wasn't that bad. It's just all faded. Yeah, I think someone could have actually saved this car, but kind of sad it sort of just wound up out here. All right, so a little update on the Hornet here. Actually, I found the original washer bag in the car. It was actually in the back seat with the American Motors logo on it. So I think I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna see what they charge me for it. And also going around, one of the hubcaps was under the car, this one's a little scratched up. The other three are actually in really good condition. They just need to be cleaned up. So it's not my year of American Motors car, but someone might be able to use it since we got like a little SoCal Rambler Club going. So I'm going to grab these just on the off chance that somebody's going to need them, because, you know, sometimes you just got to do stuff like that, because, I mean, American Motors parts aren't exactly falling off of trees. Okay, you know I'm a fan of the Fox body four-door. Well, here's one that's going to make you cry. This is a 1986 Ford LTD. And this thing doesn't look too bad, but it wound up here at the pick-apart. I'm going to pop the hood on this guy. This one's got the V6 in it, so it's not one of those cool like 5-liter V8 cars. It's like somebody loved it. Look, that alternator is brand new. Somebody just replaced that. Just radiator doesn't look too old either, but man, I don't know. This thing was pretty clean. Someone would have got this, maybe V8, swapped it, put like a HO 5-liter in there. Would have been a pretty sweet car. Since it's a Fox body, all your Mustang suspension mods bolt right up. Roll-up window car. Door panels are in really good condition. Checking the odometer, it says 77,000 miles. Look at that, AM radio. This was an old person's car. Seats, not too bad. A little bit of the old rub there when you get in and out. But again, I'm guessing this car was either donated or just sent to the wrecking yard by someone died, and then, you know, the family just donated the car, and the donation place probably didn't think it was worth anything, so they just sent it right over here. But check this out, taillights, not too bad. Someone's trying to get in the trunk probably to get to the taillights because they're not really bad. God, this thing is straight. 77,000 mile 86 Ford LTD. Someone already grabbed all the wheels. This actually just had the standard steel wheels with the hubcaps. So I'm guessing the tires were probably new. That's probably why they grabbed it, because this didn't have anything special for wheels. But usually if a car has brand new tires, that's like the first thing that goes, because the tire resellers grab them. Especially, I think it's half off today because it's actually 4th of July weekend. So I'm sure by the time I post this, it's going to be long after the 4th of July. So someone probably grabbed the wheels and tires to get the tires. And then the wheels are probably sitting in a pile over on the other side of the yard, and someone bought the tires because they were probably brand new. Judging by that alternator, this was a loved car, and unfortunately this is where it wound up at, unfortunately. And someone would have enjoyed this car, because there's a lot of LTD guys out there, a lot of guys who love, you know, the weirder end of the Fox body spectrum, if you will. But it's sitting right here at the pick-apart. Okay, this one actually just got set out this morning, and it's only like 11 o'clock, and it's completely stripped. And online it had the fog lamps, the grill, everything. This is a 73 Mercedes 280. See, the headlight surrounds are gone. Some Mercedes guy came in here and already hit this thing and grabbed everything he could. But this didn't look like it was a terrible car. Looks pretty complete. Carburetor's still there. Engine's still there. It looked like it was probably a well-kept car. Maybe got donated to charity and no one picked it up. Already got the gauge cluster, so I can't tell how many miles it had on it. But looking at these seats, I don't think this car had a lot of miles on it. This thing looks like it was a really super clean car when it wound up out here. And guessing it was something that sat maybe in a garage. And Grandpa died, Grandma died, and they called either the Junkyard or they donated it to charity. The bumper's not even bad. This car was a clean car when it was wound up out here, I guarantee you. Because looking at the pictures on the website, it was definitely a clean car. The taillight's a little cracked. That's probably why no one grabbed them, so they're not perfect. But trunk floor, not bad. A little bit of surface rust, nothing terrible. Man, really sad to see this. I'm not really a Mercedes guy, but you know, I can appreciate that this car was in really good condition before it wound up out here. Look, someone grabbed all the doors, so I'm guessing the doors were in good shape. Otherwise, they wouldn't have grabbed them. And dash, not too bad. Said somebody would have bought this, and if they'd have put it online for sale, and probably got it running again and enjoyed it for many years to come. But this is kind of like its final resting place, unfortunately.
And that's going to wrap things up for volume 22 of What the F Is That Doing in the Junkyard. If you like what you see, be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment as to what your favorite car is. And we're going to have other videos coming up of some of our project cars, including the Maverick, which I finally got registered. So we're going to be tearing into that thing. So keep an eye out for those videos. And until next time, I'll be seeing you.